Red Bull won't give you wings, but these exercise selections definitely will. Today we will rank the best and worst back exercises using this tier list, S being the best possible rating and D being the one you really need to stay away from. We're basing our rankings on two main components, muscle activation and progressive overload. Our ultimate aim? To give you a lineup of top tier exercises that'll sculpt a back so strong and wide, you'll have people doing double takes. Let's kick things off with the deadlift. While it's a powerful compound movement, it's not exactly a magic bullet for your back gains. It's more of a leg-focused exercise, and for beginners, the risk of injury outweighs the benefits. That's why it's landing squarely in the C section. A similar movement, but with a lot more potential for your back gains, is the barbell row. This is a better option than the deadlift, but it still has its weak points. When you're performing this exercise, you activate a lot of stabilizing muscles like your calves, core, legs, and glutes. This means that it is hard to make a strong mind-to-muscle connection with your back. While it is a solid exercise, it's not the pinnacle of back training, earning it a solid B tier spot. The dumbbell version of this exercise is equally effective, but it comes with a slight drawback. Eventually, you'll hit a plateau when you max out the available dumbbells in your gym. However, for most individuals, this won't be an immediate concern, making it a minor downside. Thus, it earns a solid spot in the B tier. Next up, we have the T-bar row. If you're a gym rat, you've probably seen legendary bodybuilders like Ronnie Coleman and Arnold Schwarzenegger perform this exercise. This is a solid B tier exercise. The reason I'm giving it a B is because it's a compound movement that involves multiple muscle groups. However, chest-supported rows offer all of the benefits of the freestanding T-bar row, with the added advantage of a more stable and secure feel. This stability enhances the mind-to-muscle connection, allowing for better muscle activation. It's an absolute beast of a back builder and undoubtedly deserves an S tier rating for its effectiveness. Alright, it's time to dive into the world of pull-downs. With a plethora of variations and attachments available, the options are virtually endless. While delving into the specifics of each could easily turn this into an hour-long video, I'll keep it concise. The truth is that every variation of the pull-down offers fantastic muscle activation. It just depends on which area of your back you're looking to target. For simplicity, I highly recommend sticking to the side-to-side lateral pull-downs. It's a foolproof choice, but don't hesitate to experiment with different variations to discover what works best for you. Overall, this exercise with almost all of its variations earns a solid S tier rating. Before we dive into the next one though, a quick heads up, never go for behind the neck pull downs. Not only do they lack muscle activation, but they're also a one-way ticket to injury city. I'd give that variation a solid D. No wait, a D-, while the others stay a hard S. The timeless classic, the pull-up. In my book, it's the absolute king of back exercises. With endless variations to choose from, if I had to crown the best one, it would probably be the wide pull-up. But hold your grip, make sure not to go too wide on the bar. Sometimes I see folks stretching out their arms like they're trying to hug the sky, and that's not ideal for muscle growth. Yes, the wide pull-up is a great back exercise, but I still recommend experimenting with different variations. Just please don't be that guy who is doing the behind the neck pull-up. This variation is literally useless. Solid S tier for the pull-up gang without the behind the neck one. If I had to rate the behind the neck pull-up, I would also give it a D-. The inverted row, a staple in the calisthenics playbook. But when we're comparing it to the heavy hitters in the weightlifting world, it's got its drawbacks. Sure, it's great for bodyweight workouts, but when it comes to adding the all-important progressive overload, it falls short. Tossing on some extra weight just feels awkward, doesn't it? If this were a calisthenics video, it'd be getting a solid S. But for our hybrid purposes, it's landing a C. Cable rows are a personal favorite for many athletes. They provide a deep stretch on the lats while delivering a crazy pump, making them a standout exercise. It's no wonder they deserve a spot in the S tier category. Alright, now we have the straight arm lat pull down. It's a fantastic exercise that targets the lats and happens to be one of my personal favorites. However, achieving a strong mind-to-muscle connection and executing perfect form are crucial to effectively engage the lats. Many individuals struggle with this aspect, which is why I'm rating it a B. But for those who excel in mind-to-muscle connection, it can easily climb up to an A. Okay, now I know you've been waiting for the one-arm dumbbell row, and that moment, it's finally here. This movement delivers an incredible stretch at the bottom and activates those muscles like a champ at the top. Now, the only hiccup is that some folks feel it more in their arms than their back, but fear not, that's usually a form issue. However, once you max out the dumbbells at your gym, progress can hit a roadblock. That's why it lands solidly in the A tier. Alright, let's dive into the Meadows row. This movement is like a symphony for your back, delivering a killer stretch and hitting your mid-back with sky-high tension. The beauty? You can target each side individually for maximum muscle activation. However, it is a bit of a time hog, which is why it's snagging an A rating. Let's talk about Renegade rows. I couldn't resist bringing this up after witnessing it in the gym yesterday. Honestly, it's the black sheep of back exercises. It feels more like an upper body compound movement than a true back exercise. While it's not necessarily bad for your upper body, it falls short when it comes to back activation. Sorry, but this one's getting a solid D. If you want to learn which are the best chest exercises for muscle building and definition, make sure you watch the next video.